Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami here at A-Kon 2017, and I've got a great cosplayer. Welcome, are you having fun?
Yes sir, I am.
Now, for someone who might not know what you're from, who are you?
I am Batou from Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex.
Is it a great series?
In my opinion, it is the greatest series. It was created back in it was drawn up in 2005, 2006, and it still is one of the top animated shows to this date.
Yeah, it's actually my second favorite anime of all time. I love it. Do you prefer the Laughing Man or the Individual 11?
I actually prefer the Individual 11 just because it's more of a dynamic story for me, and it doesn't necessarily need to explain the world like the first series had to.
That is true, because you get a lot more dynamics with you already know who the characters are, except for, what's his name, Pazu. We get a little bit more on him in Saito, which is always great. Do you have a favorite between those two?
You mean between Pazu and Saito? It's got to be Saito. I mean, you got to have that designated marksman, that sniper, one shot, one kill.
Exactly my sentiment. So is Batou your favorite character overall?
Batou is my favorite male character of the series, just because he is that loyal friend. He is that right-hand man of the team. He is always ready, willing, and able to do the majors to assist the major in whatever she needs, be it personal or something for the mission.
Sounds great. So would you recommend Ghost in the Shell for anyone?
I would recommend Ghost in the Shell to everyone. It is one of those animes that you absolutely have to see as an anime fan at least once.
How long have you been cosplaying for?
I've been cosplaying for roughly 7 years, on and off, depending upon the availability. Actually, I take that back. About 10 years. I just now realized that I started back in 2007.
Wow, 2007? And have you always done Batou, or do you change it up?
This is actually my first time doing Batou. I've changed up. I've mostly focused it towards military, video games, Operation Raccoon City, and Umbrella Corporation, or various others. Metal Gear Solid is a favorite. So, whatever I can, whatever fits the armor and fits the weapon.
And did you make this yourself?
No, unfortunately, I'd say all of this is bought, but it was put together, fashioned, assembled. Like, I bought every individual piece, then fashioned it and assembled it myself. And especially the weapon itself is it's one piece, but then I added all the accessories onto it.
That is pretty cool looking, and it looks like it could pass for something in the show, which is really nice.
Thank you. I did what I could. Just like as I mentioned earlier, 90% of this costume is actually recycled. So the only thing that's really new for this costume is the wig and the goggles.
Now, what would you say to someone that is thinking about cosplaying but they're not very sure about doing it?
Do some research, figure out who your characters are, who you like, who you don't like. If you want to challenge yourself, by all means challenge yourself, but if you want to do it, take a shot at it. Don't ever be afraid not to. And are you staying as Batou the entire weekend, or are you changing it up each day? For this particular weekend, unfortunately, it has to be. It's a one costume show, so it will be Batou throughout the entire weekend.
But you have changed on weekends before between costumes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I've had so much as 3 costumes, if not 4, on certain cons.
Is it a pain to have to keep juggling between them?
It can be, and oftentimes it is, between moving about, going down, going back up, changing. It is kind of a rat race and a juggling game.
Now, do you stay in just conventions in Texas, or do you go to other states' conventions?
I primarily stay within Texas, although I have gone to other conventions within the Texas, or at least the southern region. I want to go to more, but unfortunately, not always available.
And it can get expensive, especially if you bring multiple costumes with you.
That is very true.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Until next time, bye.